It's showtime, folks!
Alright, let's get right on into this. If you love wrestling, if you're a wrestling fan, if you like wrestling talk on a consistent basis, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you comment down below that you subscribe, I will shout you out in the next video. So, let's get right on into this. I don't want to waste any more time. Summerslam was last night. And the big question is it a good thing that Brock Lesnar retained? And I'm gonna get right into that. First, I'd like to give a few thoughts on the main event. Man, was that not everything that we wanted it to be? It was everything I wanted it to be. I didn't want a classic match, a technical match where they one man goes in, one man goes out, and it starts at a slow pace. No, I wanted them to just go right out and just have a crazy pace match, and that's what it was. Nasty chairs or tables everywhere, and right away we got the brawl to start. And man, Lesnar goes through two tables, gets a table thrown on him, and it was just a crazy match, back and forth. Superman punches Braun through another chair, and look, it was just a phenomenal match, phenomenal 20-minute match that was just awesome. But to get right into the question, is it a good thing that Lesnar retained? And the short answer is no. Because look, it was a phenomenal match, but when it got to the end, got down to Lesnar and Reigns, I was like, man, just look, something else has to happen. Not one of them two. And Lesnar retains, and look, I just don't get it. This was a prime opportunity for them to take that title off of Lesnar. Look, I know what Heyman said, they'll leave WWE or whatnot if he doesn't win, but they could have made another, Lesnar could have lost here, and they could have, came back and ran some kind of storylines where they asked Brock to come back, he comes back. So this is the prime opportunity for Lesnar to lose the title here. I mean, he didn't have to get pinned. They didn't want him to lose or take a pinfall, so he didn't have to get pinned there. You had two guys that's on fire, and Braun Strowman and Samoa Joe. And look, this was the time for Samoa Joe, and I'm kind of getting worried that the time for Samoa Joe winning the title has passed. Like, these past two pay-per-views, Great Balls of Fire and SummerSlam, this was it. This is kind of feeling that way. So, I mean, as it pertains to Brock Lesnar, look, I just don't get the allure of Brock Lesnar. It just doesn't, I just don't get it anymore. I mean, he comes in every so often, every month or every couple of months or so. And I mean, I understand that the crowd loves him. He's great. The crowd loves him, but it's not worth having Brock Lesnar. It's not worth having that title on Brock Lesnar for him to only come around every so often, and then the title is off the main roster. So this was your opportunity for Strowman or Joe to get a huge win, and they squandered it. And next up, the next feud is going to be Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. Now, I don't know when that's going to take place, but I mean, they have a lot of heat behind that, I will admit that much. So that's the next logical step. However, it would have made much more sense for Strowman to get a victory here, get the belt, then start when Brock decides that he wants to come back, you can start something there and have Strowman run roughshod through the whole not the whole roster, but through the roster as he defends the title throughout the coming months. So, I mean, I think they missed a prime opportunity here. The match was phenomenal, but having that title back on Brock Lesnar, it just soured me. For as much as I love the match, the ending just really soured it for me. To see Brock retain again as a part time, he's just gonna go away and do what he does. And I'm looking forward to Raw. Lesnar's gonna be on Raw. I want to see how that turns out. What's gonna happen? Maybe we get a big old brawl again. Who knows? So I'll be paying attention to that, and stay tuned. I'll be having wrestling videos throughout the week. So stay tuned for that, and I will most certainly be talking about Raw at some point throughout this week as well.